Hey guys, this is James LaFleur with the Impossible Channel and reporting to you right now what happened in Brazil yesterday. A tsunami hit our southern coastline, and I bet you don't know about it. And let me tell you something, folks. We've got worldwide weather anomalies. Sure, these kind of things they happen once in a while, and I just pray that this does not happen to you. To your family. And well, this is in Santos, Brazil. Okay, it's a very populated city, a coastline city. Okay, coast city, and it has a big port. It has a lot of industries there, and it's supposed to be a very important city in Brazil. Embarking well with ships, docking and docking all the time. And the videos that we are watching are from amateur observers, amateur video amateurs who had the opportunity to tape the tsunami, this wave, this big wave coming in our coastline. And in Brazil, people were not used to this, and most of the people who live in Brazil and who live in Santos, they say that this is not normal. It's the first time they have seen this happen. A lot of people died, and a lot of people got injured, and a lot of people lost their cars and other stuff. So, and a lot of people got scared. You know, this is not supposed to happen. But I tell you again, we did not have winter in Brazil this year. I don't know about you. I don't know how the weather is in your country, but we didn't have winter here in Brazil yet. We're still waiting for winter. And if this is supposed to be some Illuminati joke, they are controlling the weather and making the weather work in favor of their, wicked agenda. I don't know. Or if this is just something that we human beings, we just started maybe shaping the world into a different place, and now we are facing the consequences. It seems more likely. These footages I'm going to show you right now, there are a couple of more footages that I have in store for you. They're going to show you like how bad this was. It was very bad. And I believe that this is supposed to be this is supposed to start happening more. This is what I've been told, that we're gonna start facing more and more of this. Land disappearing, and weather anomalies. You know. Now, whose fault is this? Well, I bet it's ours. I bet it's human beings' fault. We are the ones that are shaping the world into our ways. And as you can see here, we have cars, we have people on the run, we have this gigantic water proportions of, like a huge proportion of water wanting to come in the city. And the ocean is certainly not the same anymore. So this was just yesterday, and people are starting to get worried because it hit our southern coastline, and it could hit our northern coastlines, or even could hit you guys, like in the northern hemisphere, or maybe even Australia. I don't know. It's a big storm, and I gather that if we don't start having normal weather, like winter, summer, and seasons, this is gonna start happening more often. You know. Now, if you have any kind of videos you would like to share, about weather anomalies and whatnots, like, of course, there's something weird happening, and I think that most of us are very curious. You know, most of us are asking ourselves, what is actually going on, right? Is it true that the Illuminati have a equipment next to the sun, and that they are actually messing with the sun's nature, so they can produce a artificial ice age? You know, if that's true, well, that could be a problem. This could be a result of massive weather anomalies because of this, or we could have like sand smuggling in a level that's definitely not normal. You know, like we have a documentary we uploaded on our YouTube channel. The name of our video is Must See. The reason must see, there's something, the biggest secret they don't want you to know: sand smuggling. You know, some people were commenting that that sand smuggling isn't a problem. You know, that it's normal, it happens all the time, it's happening all over, and it always did. You know, thing is that if you watch Sand Wars, this is the documentary that we asked for permission to upload. We got 3 minutes of it on our channel, and we suggest you do buy it urgently, because it's gonna save you time to understand why we are facing these kind of things. Okay, Nibiru, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, man. First, we gotta take a look at what we are doing, that we're shaping the world differently than it used to be, and it's kind of complaining. So Sand Wars, this documentary talks about the sand smuggling they're doing in the middle of the ocean in international waters. So we got Santos, the city you're watching right now, the tsunami that, you know, just came into the city, destroyed part of its coastline, killed a lot of people. But the thing is that this is gonna start happening a lot now. Now that they have ripped off, you know, all the sand from the bottom of the ocean, like I imagine 20 to 30 kilometers after this coastline you're watching right now, this video. You know, like we have the beach, we have the mountains. I bet like 20 kilometers in front of this beach they were sand smuggling for quite a long time. You know, and after sand smuggling for quite a long time, this is exactly what happens. You know, water comes in, the sand disappears, the beach disappears, and water starts coming in. You know, this water is trying to grasp some sand from the city, you know, to take it back to the ocean. You know, like, hey, give me my sand back. You know, so what we did was we smuggled tons and tons and trillions of tons of sand from the bottom of the ocean. And what's gonna happen now is that the ocean's gonna come back, and he's gonna try to get that sand back and bring it back to the bottom of the ocean. And how's he gonna do that? Tsunami, my friend, tsunamis. So, you know, I don't wanna scare you, of course, but I would suggest you buy right now Sand Wars. This documentary is gonna save you a lot of time when this starts happening to your beaches. You know, for you to understand that this has little to do with Nibiru or Illuminatis. You know, the Illuminati. We gotta take a look at sand smuggling and what we're doing to shape the world differently. You know, and the first consequence that they say in this Sand War documentary is that beaches are gonna, you know, start disappearing, and tsunamis are gonna start happening more often. You know, to try to take that sand back into the ocean. You know, so this was just yesterday, August 22nd. I'm sorry, August 23rd. And 2016, Santos, Brazil, you know, very close to São Paulo, okay, much closer to São Paulo than Rio de Janeiro. And story goes is that a big wave came, nobody saw it coming, and it just went into the city, man. Took everything, cars, The buildings are there, you know. I don't know how actually, you know. I don't know how the buildings are still there, but they're there. They're there. I don't know that they may fall. We may have a serious situation in Santos. But you know, I'm gonna tell you, this could start happening to your hometown, to your beaches, you know, to your coastline, because, and I tell you again, you must watch, you know, this documentary, Sand War. We have a snippet of it on our channel. The name is Must See, Biggest Secret They Don't Want You to Know, Sand Smuggling. And if you watch the full documentary, you can understand Sand Wars. You can understand why this is all happening. You know, like, James, this is because of Nibiru. Yeah, it could be, sure, but Nibiru is a natural phenomena, okay? If this is happening because of Nibiru, it's cool, you know, it's okay, it's supposed to happen. But if it's not, if this is happening because of sand smuggling, which is much more probable, because this fits exactly into sand smuggling, you know, all the problems that sand smuggling can bring us, you know. So if you you know, let's start taking about Nibiru. Probably it's there, you know. Sure, I believe it's there somewhere. We've been seeing something really awkward in the skies, and a lot. Not only that, we have all these weather anomalies all over the world. So what's going on? Of course, I imagine a lot of people would love answers. I can give you one answer right now. Watch the full documentary, Sand Wars, and it's gonna save you a lot of time and to understand why the beaches are, you know, like just disappearing, and why tsunamis are happening more often, right? Another thing, earthquakes are gonna happen more often too, because the beaches are responsible for creating a barrier for the continents. And when we take all the sand from the bottom of the ocean, and the beaches start disappearing, earthquakes start happening more often. So we're gonna have more earthquakes now, earthquakes and tsunamis, and this is all because of sand smuggling. So you know what? Subscribe, share, and comment below, and I hope to see you again. And be careful, because this could start happening all over. See you.